guys, this isn't your normal video. This pool right here, they're trying to get a leak detection company out here, and unfortunately, the pool is low, okay? So here in Florida, if this pool was pumped out, we might be worrying about the pool actually draining enough where the pool will actually pop out of the ground, because pool could become a boat and it could come out. So I have a pump that is basically circulating the water from our vacuum head through our pump, through the filter, back into the pool. So this pool was green. Everything on the bottom is what the dead algae that we killed. So just so you guys can see a little better, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this water off. Now basically what we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be taking our vacuum hose down here. We'll be vacuuming all the way down the pool, going through our filter, and we're going to be able to filter the water at the same time as we're taking all this dead algae out of the pool. Let's go ahead and get started. Just set the camera up. Give me 1 minute. If you guys like these live videos, make sure you let us know in the comments. We'll keep coming at them with them. So as we are Sorry about that. We just got a call. Let me put my phone in do not disturb mode. Okay. Now this is our best bet, taking all this stuff out of here, because if we do pump it out, which normally is what I would do, it's a bad idea because we're going to be on the hook if this pool pops out of the ground. Now let me show you guys what we have going on. Now we can clearly see this pool is in pretty rough shape. The whole purpose of this cleanup is for the leak detection guys to be able to come in here and clean up the pool. But for them to do the leak check, they have to swim in the pool. So for them to swim in it, they won't actually get in it unless it's cleaned. Now, once I get a little further, I'll move our vacuum over here, and then we can see what we're doing. And unfortunately, I can't really move our vacuum that's down on the bottom because it's going to stir it up. Now you guys should be able to see once I get a little further down. Still have great suction right here. I don't know if you guys saw, but tune in yesterday. I did a live video using the pump and actually vacuuming it to waste. This is our contraption that we built. And if you're interested, we could show you how, send you over the plans. But this is the other option we have when we bring this out to a pool. And it knocks out two birds with one stone. Not only are we going to be able to vacuum the pool using an accessory vacuum and filter, we're going to be able to filter the water and not lose any of the water that we're vacuuming up. Now when it comes to this, I'm going to take my sweet time because this water actually needs to be filtered. Now, I bet you're wondering how this pool looks so blue compared to the thumbnail. And Believe it or not, this pool hasn't ran in over a couple months. So we first flipped it once, and then we got a bunch of rain, and we delayed service for a few weeks because of not getting a payment. And then we came back and the pool was a swamp again. Well, last week, all we added was 2 jugs of chlorine. That's 5 gallons of chlorine went in this pool. We also added muriatic acid. Now, once we get this pool clear, the leak detection company will be able to come in, swim around, find all the leaks, and then we can fill it up to a normal pool. This would normally not be a pool that we would take on unless the contingency was that they were going to come in and get leak detection and get everything right for us. Now, when it comes to our filter, we can see that it has slowed quite a bit. The vacuum is also slowing down, how much I'm picking up. So I'm gonna go really slow. I'm gonna go really, really slow. And get as much as I can. I wanna try and vacuum this whole pool without having to clean the filter. Now I know this algae in the bottom is dead, because if it wasn't dead, we would have already had to clean the filter within the first quarter of the pool. Here we are, we're over halfway done. And we did start with a clean filter. We cleaned it before starting. Save you guys that boring stuff. We just wanted to make sure it's exciting. So like I said before, the reason why we're recirculating the water is because of the water level in the pool. If we take much more water out of the pool, we're at risk of this pool popping out of the ground. So that's why we're filtering it. Also, the pump cannot run right now with the water level being where it is. So this is also giving us the chance to filter some of the water in the pool. See, our dolphins down here are happy. They're about to be clean. Now our filter's slowing down quite a bit. It's still shooting back into the pool. We haven't hit the deck yet, so I do think we're going to be able to get through this. I'm really slowing down now, though. Now this is about as slow as I can literally make this thing roll. If you guys stick around, I'll show you what we do once we get this all cleaned up. We're going to utilize the filter a little bit more. Want to keep this filter rolling as long as we can because the pool water has not been filtered in many months, and it used to be green like the thumbnail. You can surely hear the sound of the water rushing back into the pool. It's came down quite a bit, so that filter is getting restricted. Okay, there we go. The vacuuming is, for the most part, done. Is it perfect? No. Is it better than it was before? 1000%. Is the pump still not going to be running? Yes. So it's going to continue to drop stuff down. Need to be filtered again. But while our pump is running, we're going to go ahead and we're going to just act like this vacuum head down here is like a main drain. We're going to actually put it on top of the main drain. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this brush, I'm going to brush down the walls and the floor and try and do it half of the pool at a time and try and push all that stuff right through. Anything we could have missed, hopefully we'll get it out of there. We do see some dust. Anytime I'm brushing stuff off the walls, I always like to brush down the walls first, get that towards the bottom, and then sweep the bottom. Gives it a chance to get all of it off. When I'm trying to brush towards that main drain down there, I'm actually going to be putting the brush only to the middle. And just going basically right down the pool. And it's going to continue that cloud all the way down towards our fake main drain. Now this little bit of green in the pool, I will add some chlorine to that and it will pull it up. But no chemicals have been added so far to this pool. It's exactly what we want it to look like. You'll see in the shoreline, it looks relatively clear. And the only cloudiness we see is down here in the deep end, right by our main drain. You can see our water is basically hitting the deck here, so we know that we're doing something right. We're clogging up that filter. I go ahead and run around with the net. I never like to add chlorine, and then that just ruins your nets. It's like when you get chlorine on a cotton shirt, puts a hole right in it. Now it's gonna do the same thing to your net. Nets are a little sturdier if you get one of these Purity pool nets, but Let me go get some chlorine and muriatic acid. Okay, so when we have the pool in the condition it's in, we want to just do basic chemistry, okay? So I'm going to add muriatic acid to lower the pH, to make our chlorine more effective. Where it's at right now, we can't actually add any stabilizer. Then I'm going to put 2.5 gallons of chlorine in. We'll brush down the pool one more time. Now, by the time I'm done brushing, you should see a major difference. For the final brush, I will just go all the way across the pool. I'm just working on the bottom. See how good of a job we did vacuuming. If any of that dust stirs up, which it's not. Now the one benefit of this low is we're only dealing with about half of a pool. So we would only really need half the chemicals. But with the pump running, not running, it basically, you treat it like it's a full pool. We don't want this pool to turn again on us, so we won't have to bring our pump back here. The nice thing about this is we can move our main drain around. Oh, if it wasn't for you guys watching, I probably would have denied this pool, but hey, they need help too. And when the leak gets fixed, it's going to be a great pool for us to take care of. Look at this, guys and girls. Crystal clear. Obviously it's going to be a little cleaner right here because that's right where our filter is coming out. So this water is going to be more filtered than it is down there. Just check it out. Now when you rewind this and you look at what we started with, you'll see the difference. I mean, come on. I mean, look at that. That looks amazing. This needs a little work. So this is going to have to be resettled. We don't have enough time in the day to sit here. If we sat here and we let this run for another 30 minutes, it's gonna take care of all that stuff in the middle of the water column. What's gonna happen is the water that's cloudy is gonna resettle towards the bottom. Then we're gonna have to do this again. And if you wanna see it, put a comment below. I'll make it happen, you know I will. I'm having fun making these live videos, so hopefully you guys are enjoying it. I like it because it's one cut. So I gotta test my skills. So look at our pump right here. You can see the water is hitting the deck. Let's go ahead and turn this off. And I'll show you what the pump looks like. I have a filter inside the pump. So first of all, we can see we got a little ring around the rosy action. It's not flipping over how we'd want. So, I mean, it is like right on the line of where it's not going to really be doing much. We've got that filter slap full. Okay. So there's going to be no more filtering going on. I'm going to go ahead and pull out our vacuum, put it on the deck. It's going to pull all that yucky water out of our hose. And once this stops, I didn't turn it off. Now that actually is, some of the stuff that we vacuumed up is going to siphon down there. I'm going to shut this valve back here, stop the flow of that, and we don't want this actually going back into the pool. So that's going to be working backwards. Now look at this. This filter was clean before we started. It's everything that we just took out of the pool. What do you guys think? Think we did a good job? Oh, sorry, my hands are a little shaky. Until next time, let us know in the comments if you see more.